Sprinkles if you got them. Jack's Donuts. Find a location near you. Now.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Craving comfort fresh food made from scratch daily? Check out Aspen Creek Grill. Located across from Hamilton Town Center and beside the Holiday Inn, we offer family farm-raised premium Black Agnes steaks hand-cut daily, creamy pastas, salmon chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Start with our famous powwow shrimp appetizer, and don't miss our refreshing drinks. Family-friendly or a great night out with friends. Aspen Creek Grill. Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Call 317-559-3300.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
All I ever wanted was to feel loved. He said he loved me. My friends told me it wasn't a big deal. They thought he was so cool, but they didn't know what he wanted me to do.
All I ever wanted was to feel loved. You have no idea the kind of pressure I felt to take things to the next level. Things were moving so fast. I was basically the only person in the freshman class who hadn't done it yet. So we did.
I loved him.
I thought she loved me.
My health class had CPR at school. I stayed after class to talk with the instructor about it. They showed me that it didn't have to be that way.
They showed me that I get to make my own choices.
There is another way.
That's the best thing CPR gives you. Another way. A better way.
A healthy way. Sometimes you don't see it because you're in your own world, but they don't make you feel bad. They talk to you like a real person, and they save kids from really unhealthy decisions. They tell the truth, and they know what they're talking about. So yeah, my life was different. I started to choose the better way.
I honestly don't know where I'd be or what I'd be doing had it not been for CPR.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time. To pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
After the Marine Corps, I was diagnosed with PTSD and became homeless for 15 years. Like a hermit living on the street, I just existed. I came to Wheeler Mission. Wheeler operates on a culture of kindness. Going through their programs reminded me that my meaning in life is to serve God. God set me free from anxiety and depression. Before Wheeler, I just existed, but today I live.
Sprinkles if you got them. Jack's Donuts, find a location near you, now.
Hey conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
We're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
My kid heard that solo!
You see my kid?
Happy Friday night to you. Welcome to Covenant Christian High School. Andrew Smith Court. A big one tonight between Covenant Christian at 9-3 and the Guerin Catholic Eagles at 7-5. Tony Donahue alongside Keith Myers, IndianaSRN. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's take a look at some of our sponsors here supporting us throughout the basketball season. We want to thank IUPUI, School of Health and Human Sciences. Begin your journey today. The Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Bertner Electric, serving greater Indianapolis and the surrounding counties. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation, we do it all. We will have our Piper Logistics player of the game coming up after this one concludes. And as always, to Reynolds Farm Equipment, serving our customers and the community since 1955. Tony Donahue alongside Keith Myers. Coach, two teams over 500, kind of finding the rhythm a little bit. But as we always talk about, it doesn't matter what level of basketball it is. Don't turn over the basketball and control the glass. And both teams like to get after it on the offensive side of the basketball.
A great conference game, too, because the winner of this one owns second place right now. And this conference is very, very good. Both these teams know each other. A couple of years ago, we did the game at Guerin, went into double overtime, and I expect that tonight too, because both these teams play well, they know each other, and each team wants to win this thing.
And to your point, you talk about the Covenant Christians, the Heritage Christians. There's rivalries that are continuing to brew, and they continue to grow over the tenure of these schools and these players that are playing 2, 3, 4 years at the varsity level.
Well, you see both coaches there right there in the hallway chatting.
Yep.
Let me tell you, when the ball goes up in there, they're not going to be chatting. They'll want to play and want to play very physical. Both teams play almost the same style. Both teams will want to go up and down the floor. Both teams will rebound raw, and both of them will be very fundamentally sound.
Let's start with Covenant Christian. You win 8 in a row. You've lost your last 2. You get into a rhythm in basketball, especially around the holidays. Talk about you get into that rhythm, and you don't change things, and you don't think that you need to work on maybe things too much because you're eight wins in a row and you're getting victories. Last 2 games, low scoring for Covenant Christian. How do you get guys like Tony Flatt going here early in this one?
Well, let's go back to it. They lost to Chittard last week, 51-44. Turned right around and got beat by University, 51-44. Same identical scores. I talked to Scott Flatt today, and he says, we're just not shooting the ball well. Well, you're home now. Yeah. Both of those games were on the road, so that might help you to a certain extent. But you got to get back to the fundamentals, and you got to get that open man, and the extra pass will help, Tony. As you know, you played this game. Yep. The extra pass always seems to get that other guy open, and they'll hit that big shot.
And no matter what, Keith, when Guerin and Covenant Christian get together, we can expect a close one. I don't expect anything to be different here tonight.
No, I think this game will be in the 50s because both teams average 54 points a game. Both of them play defensively at 48, so they're an identical mirror image of each other. You know, Guerin Catholic 9th in 3A. When's the last time you talked about a Guerin Catholic team in the top 10? That's excellent. And Covenant Christian is 13th in 2A.
Let's talk about Guerin Catholic, the Golden Eagles. Jack Cherry is a guy that has had some injuries this year. He's been back, averaging 4 and 3. Robert Sorensen at 13 points per contest. They shoot 46% overall from the field, 33% from 3. They've won 3 of their last 4 at 7 and 5. Their opponent record, as you know, Keith, is very impressive as well. Then you throw a guy in there like Bryson Cardinal, whose dad obviously played at Purdue, played in the NBA. He hasn't played every game this year, but he throws another added wrench in there.
Yeah, he does very well. I'm very impressed with the young man as a sophomore. It takes some space. But let's go back to Jack Cherry. Jack Cherry may score 3 or 4 points, but he'll have 4 or 5 assists, and then he picks up some cheap rebounds. And the way he runs the floor, man, I would love to have that kid on the floor all the time. He's only a junior. I think he could be a junior all-star.
Look for Jack Cherry to set the tempo here early for the Eagles of Guerin Catholic, who come in at 7 and 5 on the season. Covenant Christian, the home team, at 9 and 3 tonight. We'll look at the starting lineups coming up right after this. You're watching High School Hoops on IndianaSRN.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Okay. And we're back here from Covenant Christian High School. Guerin Catholic taking on Covenant Christian. The Warriors, the home squad, in their white home uniforms tonight. Tony Donahue alongside Keith Myers. Coach, Let's look at some of the keys here. Let's start with the visiting Guerin Catholic Eagles.
Guerin Catholic, as you mentioned, 7-5, averages 53 points a game, gives up 48 points a game. I think talking with Bobby Allen today, good ball movement. He wants to move the basketball. He wants to take that 7, 8, 9 pass. If they cut the game in short, Covenant Christian will be very impatient. They need to score points in the paint. Look at Cardinal post and see what happens. Also, I think the kid coming off the bench, Grissom, could be a telling factor as well. They need to score points in the paint, and then they need to know where the Covenant Christian Warriors shooters are. Everybody can shoot three-pointers. You got to find out who's got the ball, and then you got to block him out.
A game like this tonight, look, Guerin Catholic is a very young team. There's not a lot of senior leadership on this team. At this point, look, you have a guy like Jack Cherry, as you mentioned, who some of the things that he does, they just don't show up in the box score. It's the deflections. It's the getting some of those deflections and rebounds or forcing a turnover. But having a guy like that at a young age being able to dictate your offense is something that you can build on for the future.
And the interesting thing is, Bobby, and Jack has been playing since he's a freshman. He didn't play JV. He played freshman basketball, so he's had that experience. He's a junior and really seems like he's playing like a senior.
Yeah, and we love Jack. We love Pat Cherry as well, and his insurance agency, that's for sure. Let's go over to Covenant Christian at 9-3 on the season. Tony Flatt, a heck of a football player, 14 points, 6 assists. But the number that I love to see here is 50% shooter from the field. Yeah, and when you shoot 50%, that means you're going to get the ball. That means people are going to rely on you to score. I think their key today is they have to protect the paint. Yeah. Because they don't play inside much. Then they got to run through their offense. I think Scott told me yesterday that he just wants them to run through it and not shoot that hectic shot, run the offense, and then they got to go. They got to rebound and go. They want to run. They want this pace to be in the 50s, but they wouldn't mind seeing this in the 70s. Yeah, and I think we'll see here early on who will dictate that tempo. One, it's can you get out in transition, but two, we know that Covenant Christian is going to shoot a lot of three-pointers, which could lead to long rebounds and second chance opportunities. So Guerin's going to have to grab those rebounds and get out and go.
Yeah, and I don't want to put any pressure on the officials, but are the officials going to let them play?
Yeah.
If this is a typical Circle City conference game, it's going to be physical and they're going to let them play. If they don't let them play, it could be a drawn-out affair, and then it's going to be on the free throw. And both teams and both coaches did not want to be in this free throw shooting contest. They want to get up and down the floor and have a good time.
Coming up, starting lineups, Guerin Catholic taking on Covenant Christian. You're watching it right here on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a deer. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Hey, welcome back. Covenant Christian taking on Guerin Catholic here at IndianaSRN. Let's go down to the PA for tonight's starting lineups.
Junior, Robert Sorensen. Number 21, senior, Todd Sanders. Number 22, junior, Dylan Moran. And number 35, sophomore, Bryson Cardinal. The board is Coach Bobby Allen. And now your Covenant Christian High School Warriors. Number 22, senior, Andrew Gray. Number 35, junior, Sam Ware. Number 14, junior, Jameson Laughlin. Number 11, senior, Wyatt Wash. And number 2, senior, Tony Black.
There's your starting lineups for tonight's contest. Guerin Catholic coming in at 7-5 on the season. Covenant Christian, the host here, 9-3 on the season. They've won 8 of their last 10. Tony Donahue, Keith Myers with you. IndianaSRN. Keith, quickly before this tip-off, run through those keys one more time.
I think for Covenant Christian, they just need to protect the paint. They got to run through their offense, rebound, and go. For Guerin Catholic, good ball movement, score in the paint, and then know where Covenant Christian shooters is. My question to you is, when you got introduced, did you do the little jig?
I'm a very nonchalant basketball player.
Okay.
So when I got introduced, it was just very nonchalant high five. But we did talk about this today. My favorite warm up was shorts with the warm up tee over your jersey.
Gotcha.
As Covenant Christian and Guerin Catholic underway. Guerin Catholic starts with the basketball in their road dark uniforms and purple numbers. Jack Cherry with the basketball. Talked about this in the outset. He will control it. Dish down low, up under, get some contact. But a nice bucket there, and Bryson Cardinal on the board first with the layup off the backboard.
And you saw him post up, asking for the ball, got the ball.
Probably learned that move from, I don't know, his dad, who's an NBA champion.
Well, he'll be on the floor like his dad, I guarantee you.
Covenant Christian for the first time on offense. Ware out there with Crane, the senior. Ware with the basketball. Back up top to Tony Flatt, the outstanding football player. Dribble drive, kick out, 3-ball, corner, off the rim, no good, batted around, and the rebound controlled by Guerin Catholic. Quick outset to the left here, corner, 3-ball, and that one goes in, and just like that, a quick 5-0 run in the first minute of the game, and Covenant Christian finds themselves in an early 5-0 hole.
That was Sorensen.
So Sorensen with the corner 3, getting things started here from downtown. Covenant looking for the answer. Back up top to Flatt. He'll reset the offense, waits for his screen, picks up his dribble down low into a double team, and Jack Cherry is going to be called for the first foul of the contest. So the foul will go on Cherry. Andrew Crane, 6 points, 5 rebounds per game, draws the foul, and we'll see what Covenant Christian can do here, trying to get on the board for the first time. As Flatt will take it from the top. He'll drive, use his shoulder short, on rebound, pump fake off the glass and good.
The contact, they're going to let a little contact go. I like it.
Yeah, you mentioned the ref's going to let him play, and we've seen on both ends some contact, but it hasn't disrupted the shot. Therefore, the refs have not called it, so playing it out here early in the first quarter, 5-2 Guerin. With the basketball, Cardinal, top key, off the rim, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound corralled by Morans. And a 3-ball and back-to-back threes here. It's 8-2 Guerin early. Covenant with the ball. They'll try to answer. Quick give and go here. Good defense there by Cardinal. And Sanders with that last 3. Covenant Christian with the ball and an 8-2 hole here early. 2.5 gone by in the first quarter.
And you got to love the defense that Guerin Catholic is putting on.
Lefty 3 ball. Top key off the rim by Crane, no good. And Guerin Catholic again with the basketball and a 6-point edge. Quick dish down low. Cardinal power dribble, kicks it out. Cherry back up top. 3 ball by Moran's, no good. And a rebound here by Covenant Christian. They'll look to cut into this lead. A 3 ball will cut it in half. A nice deflection there by Jack Cherry. We talked about Jack Cherry. Some of the things that he does do not show up in the scorebook, and that's another one of those things, getting in the passing lane and deflecting the ball.
And he's got great quick hands.
Mm-hmm. So Flat will inbound it for Covenant.
And he's really not 100% yet. But that football injury, you can see the sock is taped very heavily.
Back up top, Covenant has the basketball, trailing 8-2. They swing it right side. Down low, and it's going to be deflected out of bounds, and it'll stay with Covenant Christian. So, Coach, we're 3 minutes gone by here. It's been you got to guard that 3-point line, but now if you're Covenant, you got to look for that pump fake on the drive because you're expecting Guerin to shoot the threes here. Miss on the inbound play. Had a good look at it. Was where, and he misses it. And Guerin can push this to an 8-point lead or more. Cherry has it, takes a jump shot. Rims in and out, no good. Ball batted around. Covenant has it. No numbers. They'll check it back up top to the corner. Flat. Right side. Laughlin. Laughlin swings to Wyatt Wash, averaging 9 points a game. We're going to have a foul on Cherry, and, Coach, that's quickly his second.
Yeah, that's not good.
So he will check out. When you have a guy like that, you know he's aggressive. He wants to get those steals. We've seen the deflections. It's almost like a Russell Westbrook. You don't want to calm him down because then he's not going to play 100%. But 2 fouls here early. We may not see him the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with Chandler, though, that comes in. He does a nice job of filling that void.
So Chandler averaging 10 points off the bench. Checks in, 3 ball right side short. Flat tracks down his own rebound. Pump fakes, gets to the lane. Up, under, off the glass, and good. So Tony Flat with the bucket. He's got all 4 here early for Covenant.
And we're halfway through the first quarter.
Here's Chandler for the first time with the basketball. Swings left top. Waiting for a screen, but he picks up his dribble back over to Chandler.
That would drive you nuts as a coach.
Man,
don't pick up your dribble.
Don't pick up that dribble. Tries to dish it to Cardinal. It's deflected, but Sorensen has it. Moran's back up top. Chandler has a man down low, finds him up under, uses the rim as a defender. That's a quick bucket there by Moran's, and I believe he has 5 here in the first.
You're right.
An answer here for Covenant, 3 ball, in and out, no good. Sorensen controls the rebound and pushes the tempo for Guerin. Looking to add to their 10-4 lead. Backdoor deflected off the bottom of the backboard, and it'll be a blocking foul here, so that'll be charged to, I believe, Ty Sanders. That'll be his first.
Team's third.
3 here early on Guerin. So you're down 6 early, but you got to continue to be aggressive, Coach, because you're only 4 fouls away over the next 11 minutes from spending the rest of the half on the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's exactly where Covenant Christian would want to be.
Yep. Only way to get back into a basketball game is 3-pointers or from the free throw line when no time is coming off the clock. Flat has it. Left-handed dribble. Right side. Finds Crane. He thought twice of the 3 ball. He's already 0 for 2 from downtown. He takes it up top. Behind the back. Looks for a screen. Gets it. Kick out left side. Pump fake. Dribble drive. Up under. Gets contact. Misses it. But to the line goes Wyatt Walsh for the first time, averaging 9 points and 5 boards.
You got to like the aggressiveness that Covenant Christian's going to the hole. As you know, one of the things that Guerin has to do is just protect that paint, and they're pounding it inside.
Well, and give them credit to the most underrated play in basketball, the jump stop that we don't see that often. And as a coach, you love it. And as a guy like me who always heard footsteps and just wanted to rush it off the backboard on a fast break, that was one of my best friends. First free throw off the front of the iron, no good. Second one in the air, this one goes. So he's on the board with 1 is Wyatt Walsh, and it's a 5-point advantage for Guerin at 10-5. They've led by as many as 6 so far.
And there's no rhythm in the game yet.
No.
You know, both teams playing kind of helter-skelter.
Right side corner to Parker. Parker dishes it down low, back up top 2. Chandler had just checked in. Swings right side, 3 ball in the air by Parker, no good. Ball on the ground. Looked like it was in the possession of Covenant Christian. They're going to call it a jump ball, and it will head to the other side with Covenant looking to cut into this 5-point advantage.
Scott Flatt wants to foul.
So his son, Tony Flatt, with the basketball. Dishes it left side. Wash. Back over to Flatt. Flatt tries to get in the lane. Dishes it down low. Has some space. Turnaround jumper off the backboard and clean. And that is Austin Humbert checking in and getting his first bucket of the evening.
First time I've seen Austin play this year.
Nice little usage of the glass there, and it's a 10-7 advantage. Covenant has cut it on a quick 3-point barrage there after the free throw and the bucket to cut it to a 3-point game, and they have a chance to tie with the 3-ball here. They'll slow the tempo up, 1:31 to go here in the first quarter. Flatt's played every minute of the quarter. So Parker has it, swings, Humbert with the basketball. Humbert to Crane, Crane left-handed dribble, dishes it down low. Humbert gets blocked by the rim, and Guerin has a 5-on-4, dishes it ahead. They'll think twice about it, kick out, corner 3-ball in the air, off the rim, no good. And here comes Covenant, trailing by 3, a minute to go.
And that's not the rush. That's not the shot you want. You're rushing the shots.
Down low, Flatt.
Oh, swing the
on
basketball.
The wing, looks for it, and there is contact. It's going to be a charge.
Good call.
So back and forth here, a charge there. That's the first charged foul to Tony Flatt.
When we have time, we got to check out the suit.
Yeah,
that the
there
manager.
It is.
We got to have a close up to that suit.
We love to see that. Checking in is a guy that we've talked about many times, Josh Holba. He's not another guy. It's not going to show up, but his defensive help and his bruising ability, is something we're going to watch for.
It's incredible.
He will use that body to set screens as he just did to free up the bucket here by Chandler. No good, but we're going to see that. He's not in there to score. He's in there to set those screens and be your rotisserie guy, right? He's going to be the first guy on the ground.
He's your bruiser.
Yep. 32 to go. Step back, right-handed hook, and it's good. Austin Humbert finding a little bit of a rhythm here. He's got 4. It's a 5-0 run, it's a 5-0 run for Covenant, and it's 10-9 with 19 seconds to go. Guerin wisely will pull back and look with Robert Sorensen for the last shot of the quarter.
He'll go about at 7.
They haven't scored in over 2.5 to end this first quarter. Sorensen has it, step back, looks, pump fake. That's going to be a 2-ball in the air, put it home. And that's how the quarter will end with Kamaya Chandler. Foot on the line, it's good for 2. And after 1, here on IndianaSRN, Guerin with a 12-9 advantage over Covenant. We'll be back right after this.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Through 1, Guerin Catholic with a 12-9 advantage over Covenant Christian. IndianaSRN has you covered. Here, check out our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter pages for the upcoming schedule. Plenty of high school games in your area. We want to thank Industrial Sales Associates. They've been an electromechanical component manufacturer representative for Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, and Eastern Tennessee for years. Good luck to all the teams this year. For more information, contact Rich 317-546-1900. Tony Donahue, Keith Myers. A little bit of a frantic pace back and forth there. Covenant was on a 6-0 run but a nice bucket at the end of the quarter there by Guerin Catholic to push their lead to 3.
And that's what Chandler does. He picks up that basket and did a nice job. At the pace of the game, I don't know who that is helping right now, but it'd be very interesting. Both of them are swinging and not making connections.
And they only scored 2 points when Jack Cherry went to the bench with that second foul. The tempo was just a little bit different on the offensive side. And if not for that bucket at the end of the first quarter, Guerin would have went over 2.5 since Jack Cherry checked out without getting a bucket. So we'll see if they can get a bucket here in their first possession.
And we talked about how important Jack Cherry is for this ball club. Someone needs to step up.
So here's the inbound pass up top, scooped in the air by Moran. So put it up, no good. Ball battled around, and it's going to be a
they called a jump ball.
Foul, but it's going to be a jump. And Coach Flatt is beside himself because that's the second time. I mean, he has a point. That's a second time. The ball was on the ground. Covenant had it, and they called it a jump. So that's why Scott Flatt is very upset right now.
I'm telling you what, Scott Flatt reminds me of me back when Mike was coaching days. You never saw me coach, but I got a little upset.
Hey, you got to do it sometimes. You got to establish where you are. Here's a 3 ball on Covenant's opening possession of the second quarter. No good, but an offensive rebound, and we've got a foul here. I believe that's Guerin's 5th foul with 7:14 remaining in the first half.
And that's on Parker. That's his first of teams.
I believe
yeah,
5th.
I got 5.
Yep.
Wow.
But 2 more fouls, and they'll be heading to the free throw line.
And they shoot the ball very well at the free throw line.
I'd be reminisced, not being a big Butler fan like I am, Andrew Smith Court, the Project 44 game coming up for Butler. I believe that's going on right now. The Bulldogs at Hinkle taking on Villanova, and that's obviously in remembrance of Andrew Smith. Covenant looking to tie it. They do. Buckets from downtown. And it's Isaac Niemeyer on the board with the 3 ball to tie it at 12. Guerin is led by as many as 6. They'll try to answer here. Moran's with that long wingspan puts it in, and he's got a quick 7. Flatt tries to answer, dribbles in, realizes he's open, puts it in with the right hand, and he's got 6. And we're tied at 14. The tempo picking up.
Yeah, and he looked away like he's going to get rid of the ball.
I think he realized, I am actually open. So Chandler in there for Jack Cherry, who has 2 early fouls in the first quarter. He checked out with 4:52 remaining in the first quarter. Guerin with the ball. Chandler thinks about the 3 pump fake. Dribble drive, step back, rims in and out, no good, and we're going to have another foul. Coach Flatt says, yeah, that's what's happened the last 3 times, and you haven't called it. So from here on out, but Dylan Morantz has 2, and from here on out, Covenant Christian will be going to the free throw line as they have 6 fouls. Guerin Catholic, has 6 fouls.
And the official went to Scott Flatt right now and said, settle down.
We see it. We heard you. We got you loud and clear. So Covenant can look to take the lead here for the first time. They trailed off the bat 5-0 after a 3 and a bucket on the first 2 possessions for Guerin Catholic. Tony Flatt will set up the offense.
You like this patient?
I hate patience on a basketball court, but that's what you got to do to get an open 3 like that. I'll take it. And there's Holba skying for the rebound. And Guerin Catholic will push it here, tied at 14. Chandler, dribble drive left side, pumps out. Wide open look from 3 off the front rim, no good. There's Holba. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I like that kid.
2 guys were there. He gets between them both, grabs the rebound, puts it back up, and is fouled. So Holba will go to the line for the first time.
Paxton Bacon on the foul.
So Holba's first one off the front rim, no good. We'll have a substitution here as Farrell will check in for Covenant Christian.
Josh Hober played a little bit of football.
Yeah, with that size, absolutely. Misses the second one off the rim, but skying for the board is Guerin Catholic's Ty Sanders, and they'll set it back up. Cherry back into the basketball game here.
Yeah, he's got to protect himself, though.
Yep. Plays with Chandler, who came in for him initially in the first quarter. Cherry has it, looks for position. Holba looking for the basketball, waits for the screen. Holba will set it.
Tell you what, Cardinals have been open in the post, and they just can't get it to him.
After that initial bucket, here's looks like a long 2. It's another long 2 for Chandler, who has made 2 of those. And, Coach, as somebody who loves to shoot the three, the worst shot in basketball is when you shoot it with the foot on the line.
Yes, sir.
Nonetheless, Guerin pushes their lead back to 2. It's been as many as 6.
Look at the space that Holbert takes.
Yep. You could tell he's a football player, and they said, hey, come on out. We just need you to rebound and keep the opposition off the glass.
I need your 5 fouls.
Hey,
I had 2 or 3 kids like that on our team.
Yep. I need your aggression and your 5 fouls. If you foul out, you're doing what I'm asking you to do. Inbound to Flat. Flat picks up his dribble, and it's deflected by Chandler into the arms of Cherry. Cherry pushes the tempo. He'll go to the right side, swing it. Cardinal 3-ball. And Bryson Cardinal with his first 3. He's got 5, and just like that, Guerin Catholic on a 5-0 run, 19-14.
He's got a smooth shot like his mom.
Who is the head basketball coach for the girls team.
Yes, sir. And a national champion.
Yep. So Covenant will look to answer. They've done a good job answering when they've gotten down in that first quarter. We'll see if they can do it again here. Pump fake on the 3, dribble drive. Finds Flat. Flat open in the paint, sneaks in and rattles it home. And he has 8 here in the first half. So Flat getting going. Maybe feeding off that energy from his dad on the sideline there. And he's got 8. Cherry thinks about it and dribbles it back out. We'll have some substitutions at the next dead ball for Covenant Christian.
How about the purple sneaks?
I like it. And we will have a timeout here. We'll see if it's a full or a 30-second. As it is a timeout charge to Guerin. And is a 30-second timeout. Aspen Creek Grill, if you feel like treating someone special to a delicious meal from Aspen Creek Grill, come on in for dinner. Buy some gift cards to share with your friends. Aspen Creek Grill has great food. Be sure to try our hand-cut fillets. Aspen Creek is located in Noblesville. Call in for carryout, 317-559-3300. So Guerin has gone back and forth. They've led by many in 6. It was tied at 14. They go on a 5-0 run. What can they do here with Jack Cherry back in the game?
I think that the motion of the game is in Jack's hands, and let him create things for you. Penetrate, dish it off, do those things. I like the idea that Cardinal is playing underneath. I didn't realize he had that kind of range.
Yeah.
But if he's got that kind of range, boy, he's a triple threat, so to speak.
There is no doubt about that. On the other side, Tony Flat getting going.
Same
He's got
thing.
8 on his way to his average of 14. Sorensen with the ball for Guerin after the timeout. It's a 3-point lead by Guerin Catholic. Chandler has it. Tries to dribble out of it. Swings to the left side. They'll go down low. Up, scoop off the rim. Rattles around. Hangs gets his own rebound. And he puts it back home. That's Moran's. He's having a nice night here early so far. He's got 9. That wingspan, I mean, you look at this 2-3 zone that they're showing here, and that wingspan is almost like 4 defenders down low. So if they're saying, look, if you're going to beat us tonight, Covenant, you're going to do it from the outside. So this should be a 1-and-1 here on the foul. And it will be. So Cardinal with his first. And that will send Covenant Christian and Jamison Laughlin to the free throw line.
Moran comes out of the game.
So free throws for the remainder 3:06 for for Covenant Christian. And that's probably why they switched to that 2-3 zone and say, we're not going to have you come in the lane here to get a good look and get to the free throw line. Free throw up off the rim, no good.
You got knocked down free throws.
Yep, rebound corralled by Cardinals. They're free for a reason.
I watched your game last night in the city championship game.
Yep.
And one team didn't, and one team did, and the team that did won the game handily.
Yep, free throws and second chance opportunities, usually the keys in high school basketball to victories. Chandler has it, up top, looks for Cardinal. Nice bounce pass, and he's going to be a little
good call
hand
with the
check
hand
foul there. So Sanders had the basketball. The foul will be charged to Crane. That's his first.
You don't call those on Thursday night, do you?
No.
Okay.
I'm not Nick Olson. But no, the only time I ever call a foul is if I land on you after I shoot. Just give me my bubble, and but I'm pretty in basketball shape because it's easy to be in shape when you only run 3-point line to 3-point line.
I got you.
Guerin with the inbound pass up top to Chandler. Chandler's played since the 4-minute mark of the first quarter, and we'll see if Guerin can add to this lead of 5. They've led by as many as 6. But we saw at the end of the first quarter, Covenant go on that 6-0 run. to get back into this game. It's 21-16 with 2:20 to go. Very patient tempo here for Guerin, which is smart, knowing that any foul that you commit on the other side, you're sending Covenant to the free throw line.
And you're making Covenant Christian work on both ends of the floor.
So Parker has the basketball, throws it up deflected. It's going to be stolen. Flat has it, and he'll push the tempo. Kicks it up forward to the left side. That's Laughlin. Laughlin back in the corner, and they'll slow it down a little bit here as Wyatt Walsh will control the tempo with 1:53 to go. Flat, 8 points on the evening, has it. Swings left side. Wash back to Flat. Flat finds somebody. They're trying to break that zone. That's how you do it. You want to get to the middle of the basketball and then get that extra pass down low. Or penetrate like we saw with Flat. Flat penetrates, goes out of bounds, checks back in, gets it, shoots a three, no good. One and done for Covenant, and Guerin has the basketball with 1:30 to go in Chandler's hands.
Very quick pace game.
We'll see what Guerin decides to do here. Waits for the Cardinal screen. Back up top, Cardinal has a look at a three. This would be his second off the rim, no good.
Shot with his legs that time.
Yep.
Didn't follow through.
Covenant with the ball.
Oh, nice shot. Oh, you got to hit that basket.
Keep going to the basket there. Now the ball batted to Holba. Holba up coast to coast, and Sorensen puts it in. And it's a 7-point lead. That's Sorensen's first basket. And it's a 7-point lead for Guerin. That's the largest of the night. Covenant will look to answer, and they will. That's Jamison Laughlin. He's got 2. Nice little bucket there, stepping into a jumper, knocking it down.
The line almost tripped Sorensen.
Yeah. Soren says, all right, we're going to slow it down here. Look for that last shot. We got a little bit of momentum at the end of the first quarter with the Chandler bucket. We'll see what they can get here. 23-18.
Go inside here.
I think you try to get a Holba screen going downhill and maybe have that extra pass to find Cardinal down low. See what they do. Probably go at about 7.
Here we go.
Chandler has it, thinks twice about it now. Holba gets the screen. Over to Sorensen. Sorensen's 3 balls blocked. Down low to Cardinal. Scoop shot, hook, no good. And we've hit recess with Guerin Catholic 23-18 over Covenant. Ref Reps is designed in partnership with numerous state high school associations, helping officials to hone their skills and promote unity in the officiating world. Ref Reps is for the new official as well as the seasoned vet. Contact us at refreps.com. Coach, real quick before we take a break here at halftime, Guerin's controlled it. They led by as many as 7, but Covenant has had an answer every time Guerin has pushed that lead to anything over 5.
Yeah, and I like the patience that both teams have made. I think Scotts will adjust. I think they'll probably go man-to-man, maybe even try to speed this game back up a little bit.
Got a halftime show coming up for you, and we will come back with stats and keys to the second half. Turning it on to you, Keith Myers, IndianaSRN at halftime. Guerin leads 23-18. We'll be back right after this.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
Sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families and treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
My name is David Pfeiffer. I'm the athletic director here at Covenant Christian High School. I'm also the boys soccer coach. I've been coaching for the last 5 seasons now, and have stepped into this role of athletic director at the same time. My time here at Covenant has been amazing. I've really enjoyed the atmosphere, the environment that I've been able to be a part of as an administrator as well as a coach. Within our athletic department, we offer 18 varsity level sports, and we also have a boys club volleyball as well. You look around the state, there aren't many small schools that offer all of those athletic teams, and within each of those teams we have junior varsity teams and maybe even freshman and C teams. So for our student athletes, there are lots of opportunities, regardless of what your level of experience is, to be able to get some playing time and be a part of a team. Looking back over the last few years, when I think of the success that we've seen within our athletic programs, we've had 43 student athletes, alumni, that have carried on their athletic pursuits at the next level, playing anywhere from the NAIA all the way up to Division I NCAA. And so to have that kind of number at a smaller school like this is pretty great testament of the type of student athletes that we're producing from an athletic standpoint as well. You look back too at the success of our overall teams. Over the last 25 years that Covenant has been in existence, we've won nearly 50 sectional titles, at least 10 regional titles, 5 semi-state titles, and then more recently our football team winning the 2020 1A state championship. So it's neat to see our teams being able to compete at the highest of levels and attain those accolades from a team perspective and an individual experience as well. I think what's also unique about being in a smaller school is those options and opportunities to play in multiple sports. As a former high school and collegiate athlete, I had the opportunity to play multiple sports in high school, and the opportunity to build a relationship with different teammates on different teams as well as different coaches is really unique, and I think an awesome opportunity that our student athletes have here at Covenant. Speaking of our coaches, each of our coaching staff have a personal relationship with Jesus, and their heart and their intention is to certainly help you grow as an athlete for sure, but we're also challenging to grow academically in the classroom, but also in their personal relationship with the Lord as well. So I think that's another unique thing about athletics here at Covenant Christian is this opportunity to help us pursue Christ in the midst of our academic and our athletic pursuits at the same time. At Covenant, we certainly want to provide an education-based athletic experience. So we certainly take seriously that our students are first students, right? They're student athletes, not athlete students. So from beginning to end, we want to provide accountability and a charge for you to succeed in the classroom and to be excellent stewards of the time that you have there, so that you're setting yourself up well for academics down the road as well. But we also want to compete at the highest of levels, and we want to try to equip and enable each of our student athletes to become the best version of themselves in the classroom and on the athletic contest field. So I think one of the unique things again about what we're trying to accomplish is this whole person development, right? We're challenging you to grow in the classroom, we're challenging you to compete at the highest level, and we're challenging you again to grow in your personal relationship with Jesus Christ as well.
Hey conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks. Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You see my kid?
Yeah,
Come on!
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Recess here from Covenant Christian High School, where the Guerin Catholic Eagles hold on to a 23-18 lead. Tony Donahue alongside Keith Myers. Coach, before we get into some of those first half stats, let's look around the area at some of the rankings throughout high school basketball from classes A through 4A.
IndianaSRN poll out every week. Let's look at 1A, Bloomfield, Bethesda, Orleans, Evansville Christian, and Lagodi. And 2A, Linton Stockton, Fort Wayne Blackhawk, South Spencer, Wapahani, and Browntown Central. 3A, Mishawaka Marion, North Davies, the defending champion, Northwood, Norwell, and Peru. And in 4A, Ben Davis, Penn, Brownsburg, Homestead, and Cathedral. We were at Cathedral last night with the city tournament. Jason Delaney just keeps on playing tougher teams and tougher teams and tougher teams.
Yeah, I talked about that with the we talked about that last night at halftime with Rick Strife, their athletic director. You know, they were on ESPN a couple weeks ago. They travel, and it's all about playing those tournament quality opponents. I don't know if is that the Joker from Batman right there with that purple suit? I like it though.
I tell you what, I think he needs to go to the prom with that.
Yeah,
I don't know if any girl would let him go to the prom with that, but that is a sharp look. We're at Guerin tomorrow. I'm going to ask that young man where he got that.
Yeah, where do you get that at?
I got to buy one.
I think it's maybe his great-grandfather's closet.
I think I get the SRN orange jacket with the pants. I don't think my wife will let me get out of the house with that on.
Like the CBS ones with like the logo on your jacket.
Yes.
So 30 seconds or so here before the start of the second half. Keith, run through some stats before we talk about the keys to the second half.
You look at Tony Flatt, he's got 8 points, the lead Covenant Christian. On the other side, you have Moran, who has 9 for Guerin. For both teams really are executing their game plan. Covenant Christian falls down by 7, comes back, ties it up, and with this nice little run. I think the key of the game, and we see it, Jack Cherry is the key of the game for Guerin Catholic. Keep him on the floor, keep him away from foul trouble, and they'll be very, very well.
Don't forget, we'll have the Piper Logistics Player of the Game coming up for you after this one. This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, and audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited. Second half action about to start. Cherry kind of controls some things there, got in foul trouble. But there's been a lot of good looks for Guerin Catholic from the three-point line.
And that have knocked down some of them, but have gone long as well. Start the second half, you get the ball. I would take a minute off the clock.
Yeah.
Just to shorten the game as much as possible. Because if you're Bobby Allen, you got to be pretty happy that you're in the lead and you're controlling the tempo of this game.
Yeah, and you think about Guerin Catholic with this 5-point lead. How can Covenant get over that hump? They tied it at 14, but it's been consistently between 3 and 6 points.
They got to knock down their three-pointers.
Yeah.
They haven't shot the ball as much as we thought behind the arc. That's their bread and butter.
And shout out to Guerin Catholic for being disciplined there as they open up with a step-back bucket by Robert Sorensen to push the lead.
You get him going.
Yeah, for Guerin at 25-18.
You get him going, you got to stop. You got to step the floodgate, so to speak.
And what I was saying was, Guerin, they spent a lot of that second quarter after committing 6 fouls, and they only sent Covenant to the free throw line one time. Here's a quick steal by Cherry. Cherry with the left-handed dribble will control the tempo here, looking to add to the 7-point lead, which is the largest margin so far in this one. Cherry has a good look at a three, thinks twice about it, takes it back. 2-3 zone here shown by Covenant. They'll try to break it. Pump fake, step back, blocked. Big block there and a foul.
Whoa.
So I believe it's going to go to Covenant. Yep, it's going to go to Covenant. So a nice block there by Sam Ware. And the foul is then committed on Morantz. His third already. So that he's your space. He's your length on the defensive end. He's going to have to play pretty fair here.
And how long do you keep him on the floor?
Yeah, with 3 fouls. That's tough because that's somebody you need. And we're only a minute gone by here in the third quarter. 25-18, Guerin. Down low, there's that pump fake jump stop. Very patient there by Ware. He puts it off the window to cut it to 5.
And the players just fall on the floor.
Little domino effect there down low on the pump fake. Everybody sees the TikToks and the Sports Center highlights of the blocks.
Look at this. Bobby Allen just spread it out.
Slow it down. Sorensen has it. Backdoor pass by Cherry, and it is putting off the backboard for a bucket. So a nice backdoor pass there by Cherry. And I believe that was 21 on the bucket on the opposite end.
Yeah, Sanders.
So Sanders with the bucket on the back door puts it in off the window. And then Guerin gets a stop. And Sorensen penetrates. Dishes, batted around, back up top. Sanders controls it. Looks back up, and there's going to be another patient set here as Jack Cherry takes the basketball. Back up top to Sanders. Swing Cardinal, swing to Cherry. Corner Sorensen. No rush here. And they're getting this back door, though, every time. And that's another bucket
by Sanders.
So Sanders finds that back door for a second straight possession, and he's got 4. It's a 9-point, 29-20 advantage, the highest of the night for Guerin. Covenant looks to answer with a 3 off the front rim, no good. Sorensen controls the rebound. He'll push the tempo to 3-on-4. Cardinal, extra pass, probably didn't need to do it, a little unselfish there. Nonetheless, Cherry corrals it, swings it, Sorensen. He'll think about a bucket, he'll put it up, good. It's an 11-point lead, and there'll be a timeout taken by Covenant Christian. It's a full, we will take it with them. It's an 8-2 run to start the quarter. Guerin pushes their lead to 11. You're watching High School Hoops on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Covenant Christian, where Guerin Catholic opens up the quarter on an 8-2 run to push their advantage 31-20. Tony Donahue, Keith Myers. Keith, how have they done it?
Back door, open man, and not being selfish.
Yep, and a lot of that, as we talked about, which we didn't see in the first half because of foul trouble, is Jack Cherry kind of setting that tempo.
Yeah, you're down 11 here. You can't panic, but you gotta go down and run your offense, and then you got to play defense.
And Guerin's played those first 3 minutes perfectly. They've been patient. They've wasted a lot of time off the clock, but also got good looks. Covenant goes down low with a miss, but Flat tries to track it down. Covenant Christian will have it. Flat has it. Tries to dribble out of the double team, and he's going to be fouled. So he dribbled into the tall timbers down low.
I tell you what, he just goes out and just aggressively goes to the basket.
And it's 53rd year now. The Hoosier Basketball Magazine is out. Order today, HoosierBasketball-magazine.com, 317-925-8200. Follow top players in high school and college basketball. Thanks to Kip Wissner and Hoosier Basketball Magazine for their support of IndianaSRN.
And check out page 142.
What's on 142 is the inbound pass.
IndianaSRN.
I love it. As the inbound pass is stolen here.
Cardinal picked up his second foul, Tony.
Yep, that was a must-have. It still is. The Indiana Basketball Magazine. Gary Donna did a great job and being picked up in his absence. So Guerin with the basketball. Sorensen misses a 3 off the front iron. Covenant has it, and they'll try to cut into this 11-point lead. Again, it's an 8-2 run by Guerin Catholic to start. That's another foul by Guerin. That's their third here of the third quarter, and I believe it's going to be Holman.
A little touch foul there.
Yep. So Holman's first.
Josh looked around and go, what I do?
I'm bigger than him. That's what happens when he collides the
I like the headband, don't you?
Yeah.
Good sport.
So Flat throws it in over the top to Ware. Ware, very patient, kicks it back up to Wash. Wash to the corner, Crane the lefty. Gets it back to Wash. Patience here for Covenant, which is fine now as long as you get a bucket and continue to chop into this lead.
Ware got that ball probably at the 7-foot mark. He needs to turn around and face the basket, put that ball in the hole.
Here's the dribble drive by Crane. Dishes it flat up under Patience. He smacks as he goes up for it. And he will go to the line for 2. So Tony Flat will go to the line trying to make this a single-digit deficit. Sanders is second. Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe is a new spot for breakfast or lunch, open Wednesday through Sunday. Try our classic breakfast and our sweet baked goods located in Lawrence. Check out Tam's at 6427 Oak Landing Road, 317-760-1640. Flat's first free throw good.
Had Tam's today for lunch. Had the good old sloppy joes with the extra pickle.
That's your favorite.
Yep.
That is your favorite.
Go to.
So it's 23-18 at half. 3 points here. This is the first time that Covenant has scored in the last 2:45. Flat will look to finish off both free throws. He does. Cuts it to a single-digit deficit at 9.
Covenant Christian does not play until the city tournament, so they would like to get a win.
Yeah.
Covenant Guerin plays tomorrow. We have the broadcast for you against Heron. It's on senior night.
See, already we're at senior night. I know is the pairing show not a few weeks away?
Just 2 weeks away for the girls.
Man, girls pairing show coming up in 2 weeks. So foul committed here.
Girls have 4 games left in their regular season.
Wyatt Wash with the foul, his first. Cherry to inbound it. Gets it outside. Chandler just checked in. He'll dribble drive.
Oh, nice.
Stops. Thinks twice about it. Sorensen will drive. Up, scoop shot off the backboard and good.
He's not afraid to go to the basket.
So Sorensen's got 11.
Yep.
And that's a quick first step. Get some space. Covenant looks for the 3 to answer here. Short off the rim, no good. We're going to have a jump ball.
They are 0 for 6 from three-point land.
Pump fake and go. I mean, I know you want to chop into that lead as much as possible, but you still have over 11 minutes in this contest. You don't need the 3-ball.
I still think they need to go inside.
Yeah.
They got the length.
I think twice about a 3 here. And again, this 2-3 zone, you've got to get the ball to the middle of the court and come to the basketball because there's usually a trap outside.
And now you can see they're a little hesitating on the shots.
And Guerin saying, we're going to play this 2-3 zone. You haven't hit a 3 yet, so you can prove that you can, and we're going to keep going this at you. Swings to the corner, and Covenant, with 2:40 to go, finds Flat. Flat dribbles into 3, steps out, thinks about a 3, pump fakes to Flat. Flat will take it in the corner, short, grabs his own rebound, pump fakes, gets his man in the air, goes up, and he's fouled. So for the second time in his third quarter, Tony Flat will go to the free throw line.
This might be on Holber, would be his second.
Yep. So his second. And a good way to get back into a basketball game since you can't hit threes right now going 0 for 6 is to put points on the board with the clock stopped.
And
First free throw is good.
And you got to do that. You got to hit your free throws. Tony Flat's got 11.
Flat's hit his last 3, all coming in this quarter. We'll have some substitutions as Cardinal checks back in, as well as Moran's. Playing out there was Sorensen, Jack Cherry, and Ty Sanders. Flat's second free throw rattles around, no good. Moran's has the rebound, and Cherry will patiently set the tempo with a comfortable 10-point, 33-23 advantage. Cherry, left-handed dribble. Swings. Back up top, ball deflected, batted around. Cardinal has it, gets out of it, dribbles to the lane, tries to get some space, leans into his defender and puts it in off the window, and it's a 12-point lead, and he's got 7.
Sometimes it's good to be lucky.
Yeah. And tall. And there it is, finally. Wash with the 3-ball, much needed. He's got 4. It's back to a 9-point deficit. But nonetheless, seeing one go in when you're 0 for 6, that is
builds
huge.
your confidence.
It certainly does. Here's the initial drive by Guerin, and a nice over-the-top pass, but he's going to be fouled. So Cardinal will go to the line looking to add to his 7-point night. Jack Cherry Insurance Agency, we suggest you contact him and his team for all of your insurance needs, family, car, business, and home. An insurance company to serve you. Contact them today, 317-894-7000. Shout out to Jack Cherry. If he's not in the building for this one, he's certainly watching it here on IndianaSRN as Cardinals' first free throw in and out, no good.
You mean Pat?
Pat, yeah, Jack's on the court.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Jack's on the court, Pat, so we'll have to change that one. It's Pat, Pat Cherry, who I met at a Guerin game earlier this season. The second free throw is good. It's a 10-point advantage. Covenant's going to have to show some sort of tempo here.
Turn and face the basket.
Flat. Oh, he traveled. He got away with it. Dribble drives. Tries to get out of it. He gets bailed out, and they'll reset the offense with 1:08 to go. Ooh!
Oh!
Big trip there. He was going for the... And bodies are flying. Basketball's bouncing around.
Tony Flatt got away from a screen that they did not call. Whoa.
So we will see. So Sorensen's first foul. He's having a pretty good night so far with 11. Here's the inbound. 2-3 zone still shown here by Guerin. Flat has it. Covenant will go to the free throw line from here on out. They try to get a foul there, but straight up defense by Cardinal gets the block, and Guerin Catholic has the basketball. We'll see, Coach, if they decide here to hold for the final shot with 42 seconds to go in the quarter. Sorensen, dribble drive, spins out of it. Gets it back up top. He'll reset. And they're calling for, let's slow it down here.
Slow it down.
Coach Allen says we're going to slow it down here. Nothing but time on our side.
You want Cherry to get this ball right here. There you go.
So we'll see if they try to run that pick and roll here with Cardinal.
Especially with the back door that's been open a couple times.
Cherry picks up his dribble. Left side. Dribble drive. The bucket goes, but they're going to call it on the ground with 8.3 seconds. Ty Sanders was fouled. Bacon second. Team's third. Again, Covenant go to the free throw line from here on out with 6 fouls committed by Guerin. But a 10-point advantage for the Eagles. Jack's Donuts is great donuts made and served fresh every day. Plus great tasting coffee. Stop by at Jack's Donuts in your area or check out the one at 9105 East 56th Street or Jack's in your neighborhood, the official donut of IndianaSRN.
Got to have a chocolate donut.
Oh, baby. Shout out to my buddy Lee Markham, Go Pacers, who are leading right now at halftime, 59-56 after trailing by 11 at the end of the first quarter.
Good.
Those boys never quit.
A lot of fun watching them.
It's been a welcome surprise, that is for sure. Jamison Laughlin checking back in the game here for Covenant as Guerin has the basketball. They go down low, backdoor Sorensen misses it. Rebound, thrown to the ground. They're going to call it travel. So not a jump ball, not a foul, but a travel. And the Guerin Catholic bench is beside themselves as he got thrown to the ground. You'll have that, but the ref was right on top of it. Do I need to read the sportsmanship line next?
No, we're good.
So 4 seconds left. I'm assuming you just try to get Flat going downhill, get him a screen. Flat takes it around the back, looks at it, gets to the free throw line, puts it up and in. He got it at the buzzer. So the momentum heading into the fourth quarter goes to Covenant Christian as Flat puts it in. He's got 13 to cut the lead to 8. 1 quarter to go. Guerin Catholic with an 8-point advantage, 36-28. We'll be back right after this. You're watching High School Hoops on IndianaSRN. calling officials cheaters or corrupt,
it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Fourth quarter action coming up here on IndianaSRN. Guerin with a 36-28 lead over Covenant. Tony Donahue, Keith Myers with you. But, Coach, Covenant grabbing some momentum there with the Tony Flat bucket at the horn.
Yeah, I tell you what, a big basket. First 3 minutes of this quarter is huge for Covenant Christian.
And a big quarter there by Flat. He had 8 points. He got to the free throw line where he's 3 of 4. He's 5 of 6 on 2-point field goals. They finally got a 3 to go there for Covenant. They trailed by as many as 13, but they've got it back down here to 8, looking for a stop on the opening possession of the fourth quarter. Chandler has it for Guerin Catholic, who have led the entire way. Finds Sorensen in the corner. 3-ball, no good. Ball battled around. There's the size of Guerin, and we're going to have a foul, and I think that's going to walk him all the way down to the other end, and that will put Covenant Christian on the free throw line.
Cardinal now has 3.
So Cardinal with this third. So Flat will walk all the way the length of the court to go back to the free throw line where he's 3 of 4. Took 2 trips there in his 8-point third quarter, and he's looking to pick up here where he left off in the third with the 1-and-1. Flat's first. Got it.
14. What a night.
He's and he has been the anchor of this basketball team, especially in that third quarter when they had gotten down by 13.
Walsh is the only other one that has 4 that has really contributed.
So Flat taking over. Jack Cherry.
This is a 6-point game, Tony.
Just like that, but Covenant has not been able to get it any closer when they got it to this point. So they need a big defensive stance here. They need to be aggressive driving the basketball, knowing no matter what, they're going to the line.
That's true.
Cherry has it.
Oh, back door was open.
There it is.
There it is.
Cardinal, you got to just throw it up to him. He's long and lengthy. As a sophomore, he's only going to get taller. Sorensen dribbles, stops, gets it to Cherry, and we're going to have a foul here by Flat. He's not happy with it. So that is his second. And this guy is he's calling them all in front of him. Give him some credit. He's calling them all in front of him. So Guerin with the basketball, a minute gone by. Covenant has cut it to a 6-point lead. They trail by 8 at halftime, as many as 13 in the third quarter.
Moran is a tall, lanky kid.
Yep. So Guerin with the ball. Sorensen up top. Steps out, now dribbles in. Spins around. Sorensen to the corner, pump fake, drives. Power step, up off the rim, no good. And Covenant Christian has the basketball. Flat's been hot. They trail by 6. Flat gets in the lane, dishes, left side, swing it back up top. That is Wash. Wash will slow it down a little bit. Flat with position, and they just threw it over his head. He had the position. You got to bounce past that bad boy.
Yes.
So with the turnover, Cherry has it. I think you got to slow it up here. You just say, look, we've got plenty of time. Let's eliminate possessions for the opposition. Swings over, right side. 3-ball, Chandler in the air, no good. Ball battled around. And we're going to have a foul on Guerin Catholic. I think it's going to be on Cardinal. That'll be his third, if not mistaken. And they're going to walk again the length of the court to go right back to the free throw line. He's actually got 4. So Cardinal has 4. He's upset about it. And Wash will go to the line.
Guess who has the assignment now?
Yep.
Look at the big fella.
And
I got you, Coach.
The bruiser is in. That's Holba.
I love that kid.
So the 1-and-1 here for Wash. First one good. And it's a 5-point lead.
You know, the cool thing about this is we're doing this game tonight, and all of a sudden both of these coaches will watch this again tonight. We got Guerin Catholic tomorrow. I'm sure Bobby will give me some insight tonight about tonight's game.
Second one. Off the rim and good. So it's 36-32. He's got 6. This is as close as Covenant has been since it was 19-14
in the first.
In the first quarter, or early in the second quarter, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
So Cherry has it, looking to get a bucket. Ball on the ground. There's Holba going for it. They'll see what the call is. I think it's going to be out of bounds to Covenant. So when Holba got on the ground for it, which is what he does, he landed on the out of bounds line with his hand on the basketball, and Covenant Christian on a big run here, looking to cut this to a 1-possession lead.
There's the Sweat Mobile.
You got to continue to be aggressive here.
Yeah.
You've been living on the free throw line, and that's what's got you back into this contest.
What you don't need here, though, is a 3.
Yep.
Just continue to put pressure, and they've been doing a good job going inside.
So Guerin will go back to the man-to-man pressure here. Flat, kicks it right side. There's that 3 ball. This time it goes.
Well, maybe you do need that.
Splash from the corner, Wyatt Walsh, and it's a 1-point game, 36-35. And Guerin will take a timeout. It's a 4. We'll take it with them. 5:29 to go. Guerin with the 1-point lead. You're watching High School Hoops on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
It's a 16-4 run for the home Covenant Christian Warriors. Tony Donahue alongside Keith Myers, coach. A lot of well-timed 3 balls, but also they've been living at that free throw line. They're in the bonus from here on out, and that's how they've cut this to a 1-point lead.
And you said it on the break. You go, no. Oh, nice shot.
Yep.
You know,
that's one of those 3s where no. Okay, good shot. So 5:29 to go.
You got to go inside if you're Guerin. Let the big fella do some work.
So Cherry with the basketball. Cardinal out with 4 fouls on the bench. Here's a double team trap. Cherry tries to get out of it, and we're going to have another timeout. So the timeout will be a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have our Piper Logistics player of the game. We'll see that one come down to the wire as well, with Guerin leading 36-35.
And this is the tough thing. You got 2 timeouts left. I did not like that. I did not like to call timeouts. Sometimes I think you just give up the 5-second violation and then you go down the other end and play defense.
Well, and that in Cardinal rule, don't pick up your dribble.
There you go.
Especially on the baseline where that you're double teamed. And now it looks like you're being defended by 4 players because you can't step out of bounds.
Good point. Well, the baseline or the sideline is the other defender.
Yeah. So and that half court line where he was, so it was like 4 defenders out there. So Holba will have to get it in. And I think what you do here is you just send Chandler out, or you just hand it to him right there. That works too. 5:15 to go. Guerin with the ball and a 1-point lead. This is as close as it's been since it was 14-14 early on in that second quarter. Cherry drives, puts it in off the window, and a much-needed bucket.
His first basket of the night.
So Guerin now with a 3-point lead as Cherry gets it off the window. Finally placed Jack Cherry Family Source Insurance ad in the bottom left as his son scores. So Covenant with the ball. They've been hot since about the 6.5-minute mark of that third quarter. And it's been Tony Flat to the corner. Wash, another 3. This one off the front rim, no good.
I don't know if that's a shot I would want.
Cherry drives the lane. It's going to be a blocking foul, and that's not a good omen on Friday the 13th. Ball gets stuck between the rim and the backboard on Friday the 13th.
Laughlин's first foul.
His first, team's fifth.
They sit on the floor?
It was on the floor.
Oh.
So Guerin will inbound it. They get it out to Sorensen. Sorensen will dribble out of traffic. He'll reset the offense, clinging to a 3-point lead. Chandler. He'll slow it up as well. Through the leg dribble, penetrates left hand. Nice dish to Holba. Holba lays it off the window.
That's been open to Hull entire night.
And Holba had the position there, used his big body. He's got his first bucket of the evening. But, Coach, that's the guy we talked about. You're not going to see him much in the stat book, but he does those plays where he's on the ground, causing deflections, wreaking havoc on the defensive end.
Yep.
Another Wash spins out of it, gets an open three, off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound and a foul on Holba, I believe. That'll put Paxton Bacon to the free throw line. So his third.
Their big fellas are in trouble.
So Bacon to the line, looking to cook up two. Been waiting on that all night.
I knew it.
I was hoping he'd hit a couple threes. I could say he was sizzling, but
I got you.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Bacon's first off the rim, no good, and we've got a offensive foul, and that'll be the sixth foul on Covenant. So free throws for both sides here on out. The next foul will put Guerin on the free throw line for the 1-and-1. The next foul will put Covenant Christian on the line for the double bonus, shooting 2 with under 4 minutes to go. Cherry slows it up, finds Chandler. Chandler says, I'm going to drive and see if this dish off is here again. Nope. Double pump, off the rim, gets his own rebound. Let's reset.
Well, you just got to go get the ball.
Yeah. Got to rebound. You can't allow these precious clock to tick away. Chandler penetrates and thinks twice about it, brings it back out.
Coach Allen says, give him the ball.
Yep. So Cherry has it. Patiently dribbles as we reach the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Picks up the dribble, finds Chandler. Coach Allen says, let's slow it up now. Got nowhere to go with this 5-point advantage with under 3 to go.
There's no 5-second count there.
Yep. So Chandler has it. He'll dribble drive, kicks it out Cherry. Cherry says, I'll bring it back up top 2. And he will shimmy, and it's going to be a charge. He got in the air and didn't know if he should put it up or dish it off to the cutting Morans, and that's his third foul. So the offensive foul won't put Guerin at the line, but from here on out with that 10th foul will put them in a double bonus.
The last 2 times Covenant Christian has come down to this floor, they have shot the 3.
Yep.
You got to go. I think you got to go inside. You got to go 2.
And if Wash gets that look again, which he was getting because Holba wasn't following out, you've got to pump fake and go. Flatt has it. Time not on the side of Covenant. They dish it down low. Double team in the air. Scoop under, and he's blocked by the rim. He just got himself under there too much. And by the time he put it up, it hits off the bottom of the rim, no good. And I think Guerin's going to say, we're going to be patient here. If you want this basketball back, you might have to foul until they find a good look here. And wow, puts it in off the backboard. And that pushes it to 7. Covenant will take the timeout. It looks like his legs were taken out under, and Moran's lands a little awkwardly. He's got 11. And a full timeout will take it with him. 2:02 remaining. Guerin with a 7-point lead, 42-35. You're watching High School Hoops on IndianaSRN.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
High school basketball tomorrow night. Don't forget, Providence Crystal Ray takes on Chittard. That game is at 6:30 right here on IndianaSRN. And Guerin Catholic is playing Heron, and that's a 7:30 start tomorrow right here on the network. City Alliance Boys Tournament all next week. Check out our website at IndianaSRN.org.
Under 2 to go. Guerin with a 7-point lead. Covenant with the ball. Flats. Gets it. Rattles in and out. Offensive rebound. Off the glass and good. A nice bucket there by Andrew Crane. That's his first of the night. He's got 2 on the putback. 5-point game with a minute 40 to go. Cherry has it. Coach, at what point are you going to play this out defensively and that's a charge? Yep, and it is. So Chandler drives the lane, and instead of being patient and running a little bit more clock, he goes to the rack and is called for the charge. Coach Allen doesn't like it. I thought it was the right call in live time. So Flat has it, trailing by 5. Again, Coach, you pointed this out. You don't need a 3.
No, you don't need a 3.
A bucket still cuts us down to a 1-possession game. Flat gets it deflected. He was looking for Niemeyer. Niemeyer throws it away. Chandler has it, gets it to Sorensen. Sorensen off the window and in. So the turnover leads to a fast break, and just like that, it's a 5-point swing as they try to answer with the 3. This one no good. Offensive rebound by Wash, and by Andrew Crane. He's fouled going to the line. So, man, you had a chance, and 2 deflections. That's Moran's 4th. Wow. So 2 shots here.
You need these 2.
Got to have them. Do you foul? You play the foul game and extend this for the final minute? First one good.
Yes, I think I would.
I think you try to get that 10-second call or try to get a turnover, and if you don't, you foul when they get over the timeline.
You definitely have to put some pressure.
Or I would say this, love the kid to death, but Holba's not the best free throw shooter if the ball gets put in his hands. This one missed. Offensive rebound. He's hit by his own man, and Cherry has it. Here's the pressure. They get it over. They find Holba. I'd foul him. They don't. He gets it up top to Sorensen, who's a great free throw shooter.
How about Holbert got rid of the ball pretty quick, didn't he? He goes,
I don't want that.
I don't want the ball.
And there's the foul up top.
Lofter's second.
So it's his second. It'll put Covenant on the line for the 1-and-1.
And to be honest with you, you only need 1 of these.
Yeah. Well, I think 6 is a lot more than 5 because now your mindset immediately goes to 3 balls.
Yeah, that's true.
So definitely needs his first one here. Sorensen, a great free throw shooter, averaging 13 points on the season. First one, good.
14 on the night, unofficially.
He's got 14, and he pushes the lead to 7 at 45-38.
The quick third quarter spurt.
This one no good. You got to go here. Flat with the basketball. 40 seconds to go.
Oh, no foul.
Flat gets away with it. Throws up a 3 short, no good. Cherry with the rebound, and he's fouled immediately. Like what you see here, please let us know. Email us at coach@IndianaSRN.org. If you would like to help us get more student athletes on the air, go to our website, IndianaSRN.org, and hit the donate button on the screen, IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
Bill Ludlow back in the saddle
Yeah.
after a long exit, and glad that Bill is back in with IndianaSRN.
So Cherry with the 1-and-1. Makes it. He's got 3.
3 points, but what he does on the floor is incredible.
And he's dictated the tempo.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
He's been there to make that extra pass anytime Covenant has came and gotten back within a possession or 2. Second free throw rattles around and good. It's a 9-point lead, 47-35. Covenant had it within 1 at 36-35. Here's a 3 from the corner, short, no good. Rebound, Holba gets rid of it. Chandler has it, and they'll foul him. So Chandler go to the line for the 1-and-1.
Foul on Niemeyer.
We'll get ready here for our Piper Logistics player of the game.
Guerin will go to 8-5.
Yeah.
And Covenant goes 9-4 going into the city tournament, but with a 3-game losing streak. That is tough.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 3 of the 5 losses for Guerin came without Cherry in the lineup.
That's correct.
Second free throw, Chandler good, makes it an 11-point game. Flat has it, kicks it out, long range 3 off the rim, no good. Flat tries to grab the rebound, he does. Fades away, gets the friendly home roll, and with 6.6 seconds remaining, cuts it to a 9-point game at 49-40. We'll keep it here. Let's go ahead, if you don't mind. Let's look at the player of the game here. Coach, first and foremost, a couple different guys we could have selected here with Guerin. We thought at one point it could have been Cardinal. He got off to a hot start. Jack Cherry, as we know, Sorensen always scores, but who you got as today's Piper Logistics player of the game?
I got Dylan Murray, and I think his first three-pointer of the game set the pace and really played well. Got 4 fouls, but the kid has played really well. What a group effort, though, team-wise. The team played really well. This is a tough place to play in, as you well know, and congratulations to our Piper Logistics player of the game, and thank you for Piper Logistics for underwriting that sponsorship.
Dylan Morans with 11 points. That's our Piper Logistics player of the game. From warehousing to transportation, we do it all. 49-40. We talk about basketball being a game of runs. It's certainly what we saw here. Guerin had an answer every time Covenant cut us within about 4 to 5 points.
Yeah, and I think what really happened, what really set that tone was the third quarter. The first 3 minutes of the third quarter, they score 11 points without any answer. And from the rest of the way, it got kind of tight a little bit, but they found a way to get it done. And who did it? Cherry with good passing. And then the back doors were open big time.
It was a 16-4 run. Here's a full court pass, dangerous. Despite the fact that there's only 6 seconds to go, this one all but over. The foul committed, and that will send Morans looking to add to his 11-point Piper Logistics player of the game night from the free throw line with 5.7 ticks remaining.
City tournament next week on the boys' side. Should be a very interesting week of basketball. Next Saturday will be the semifinals live from Tech High School. We got a lot of basketball.
Free throw is good.
The month of February, nuts too.
It never stops. Never stops. Big thanks as always to Justin, doing a great job with the camera out at Covenant Christian. Greg Smith in studio with us producing this one.
Smitty's always good.
Yeah. His Boilermakers up big. Flat will drive, will take the easy bucket, and that's how this one will end. 51-42. Guerin Catholic with their 8th victory of the season. They knock off the home Covenant Christian Warriors. Final score for this one, Guerin Catholic 51-42. Coach, quickly your final thoughts on this one.
A great ball game. We thought it was going to be a good one. Guerin Catholic get that magic number. They got their average, held Covenant down a little bit. The game of runs, and Guerin Catholic really, they needed this win as well. Covenant Christian goes into the city tournament, maybe shaking their head about a couple of things.
Yeah, 51-42. These same Guerin Catholic Eagles can be seen right here on IndianaSRN coming up tomorrow night. They are at home as well, 7:30 the tip-off in that contest. For the entire IndianaSRN crew, Tony Donahue, Keith Myers, have a great rest of your Friday night. Congratulations to Guerin Catholic on their 51-42 road win.